Oh, I'm excited here today at the Montgomery Police Department to talk to our community and to kind of bring out some of the things we've done in this past year. And as the police chief of the Montgomery Police Department, I'm just so excited about the 21st century policing model that we've brought here to the city of Montgomery and how that's working for us in the community. One of the things that I brag on all so often is CALEA. What that is 18,000 law enforcement agencies across this nation, and only 5% of those agencies are accredited by the gold standard, the CALEA standard. And I am very, very happy of the men and women that do the heavy lifting here every single day to keep us accredited. When we come here and we talk about 21st century policing, what that means, it's really the model for modern day policing. And I'm very proud that the men and women here have endorsed the 21st century policing. Mayor Reed and his administration, and the entire administration of this city of Montgomery have been so eager to help us and support us get our mission done. And that's everything from funding police cars, detective cars, gang unit cars, patrol cars. We haven't upgraded motorcycles and our bike patrol here many, many years. And that's one of the things we looked at that we had to do. So we have new motorcycles en route. They're being made at Harley, and you'll see them on our streets in the very near future. So I'm excited about that. And the men and women here are excited about it as well. And the feedback from the community on these new motorcycles have been positive. We want to see motorcycle patrols in and around our city, in and around our neighborhoods. We upgraded our fleet of crime scene vans. We've upgraded our mountain bike patrols for the commerce area and the entertainment districts. All of that are positive investments in our police department. You'll see those electric three-wheel, as we call them, T3 devices downtown, riding around the downtown area and patrolling as we have conventions and other events taking place downtown. It looks good, it's very positive, it gets us into tight spaces that we need to be when traffic is congested. So I'm happy to have those out and able to be deployed in and around our community. There's no doubt that in and around the nation we see workplace violence and school shootings and other violence that really just kind of really touches our heart. So what we decided to do was upgrade our patrol rifles and arming our police force with patrol rifles with state-of-the-art optics and lighting systems so that they can neutralize a threat should that happen here in the city of Montgomery. So I'm excited about that. And we are the first in the world, and I'll stress that again, the first in the world to have the Taser 10 platform. Brand new platform for less lethal. Of course, we never want to use lethal force, but there's always an opportunity to use less lethal, and the Taser 10 was the best option available anywhere in the world, and we have it right here in the city of Montgomery. We've upgraded our body-worn cameras to Axon so that they can merge with the Taser systems and our in-car cameras, all geared toward transparency and accountability so that our Tasers, our in-car cameras, and our body-worn cameras all sync together so we can have an accurate depiction of incidents involving police officers in the community right at our fingertips. So we're excited about that as well. We've upgraded our body armor and our tactical vests and helmets for our SWAT teams. All of that is here, present, and in use here today. Our recruitment team, I'm so proud of them and the changes that they have made over this past several months. We re-centralized the recruitment division right here at headquarters. So no longer you have to go out on Highway 80. You can come right here to police headquarters. We have a really nice facility here. We have some great recruiters here that's able to answer your questions and get you going to a life and for the love of law enforcement, if you will. I'm so happy with the growth in our department because of the new initiatives that our recruitment team have initiated. Recruiting at military installations, recruiting at college universities, going to our local gyms and traveling. It's not always locals. We have to kind of cast that net far and wide, and they've done just that. And now we're seeing some positive growth in our department in terms of recruitment. That's all supported by this mayor's administration on giving us the growth and the manpower we need to sustain a good, healthy workforce. When I talk to police chiefs around the country, we look at the trends, knowing that crime is cyclical. We know that crime trends go up and down, but again, our men and women work hard every day to solve these crimes. We have an impeccable, although not perfect, solve rate when it comes down to homicides. We're solving our homicides within 12 to 24 hours. That's a really positive testament to the hard work of the men and women in the Criminal Investigation Division, and more so to the community for supporting us and giving us the leads that we need to take these violent offenders off our streets. So I want to say thank you to the community for that. With our DA giving us the guidance and the support we need to make better cases, we believe in teaming up with our local, state, and federal partners through different initiatives and operations throughout the city. We'll continue to do that. Those partnerships are so important. So again, I want to thank our local media for supporting us. I want to thank the communities for meeting us. You know, when we talk about 575 community groups, organizations, church groups last year, the 12 months of 2022, where our police officers and my command staff went out and had conversations, group conversations, listening, learning, finding out what's important to the community, and then implementing change. That's a measure of success. You know, 28 park walk and talks. That's where we come into various neighborhoods on every Wednesday. We park, we get out our cars, we walk door to door. It's so positive when members of the community come out and walk with us. It's all about collaboration and working together with our community, and we've seen a lot of success with that. So again, to the community, I want to say thank you. To Mayor Reed and his administration, I want to say thank you. And to the men and women of the Montgomery Police Department, thank you for taking this challenge and doing the work that needs to be done to keep our community safe for all. So again, in terms of recruiting, you know, one of the things that we've initiated last year is what we call Lunch and Learn. It's at the lunch hour, usually 11:30, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, where we have our entire recruitment team on Facebook Live answering your questions from the community about what it takes to become a Montgomery police officer. And you know, we have everyone on deck, including myself, and we'll answer those questions, and it's really promising. So look forward. We run those every 6 weeks. You can find it on our social media, but it'll answer your questions if you're looking for a career in law enforcement. You know, one of the additional items that we have in terms of investment is in-car computers. You know, we want to have our officers available to get out on the street to do the work that they need out in the community. So we've upgraded our in-car computers so that these officers can get the information they need, enter it as fast as possible, and then go on to the next call for service to serve our community. So that's another investment that we're very happy and proud to have taken place already. I want to remind the community about our Star Center. You know, we have a Star Center that's state of the art in terms of the camera systems that we have. And, you know, look us up on social media, reach out to our Star Center. It is so important. You know, we've grown the Star Center and the number of subscribers tremendously from last year, where we had about 50 or 75 to well over 1,000 right now. We encourage our community to step up and get involved with our Star Center, because we do connect the dots on crimes. We do solve many, many crimes by having your cameras linked into our system so that we can keep your community safe. So look up the Star Center, the Montgomery Police Department Star Center. We believe in it, we've invested in it, and we'll continue to grow that platform so that it will serve our community better than it has in the past. We want to remind our community about driving safely. You know, we've seen far too many fatalities. We encourage the community to pay attention to the posted speed signs and adhere to them just as they're posted. We're just so excited to talk about our youth in the community, you know, with our Summer Pals program, movies in the park, you know, the basketball that we have, working with Parks and Recs. Those programs are up and running, so we encourage everyone to take advantage of them. Gives the kids something to do, so we encourage that quite a bit. You know, we also have Coffee with a Cop. Come out and have a conversation and a cup of coffee with our men and women in blue. Come on out and talk with us at the various places around the city that we hosted. We post them every couple of weeks on our social media platforms. But come on out and join us for coffee and conversation. It's important that we hear from you directly. I encourage the community to check out our social media platforms. You know, Facebook, we have about 54,000 followers. That's a quarter of the population of the city of Montgomery. So we have quite a few followers, and a lot of information is posted on there for you to see. So, you know, we have all of the most common social media platforms. Look us up, join us, like us, and look at the information that we've posted. And again, it gives you an opportunity to post some of your concerns as well. I want to thank Crime Stoppers for being a partner with us, along with our district attorney's office, on solving crimes and taking those leads and passing them on to the Montgomery Police Department investigators. You know, we have the secret witness tip line. We encourage all, if you have information about a crime that's happened, reach out and advise us via the tip line. All of that is part of the community piece where the community and the police department works together on making our community safe. You know, Montgomery Police Department is attractive in terms of our recruitment and retention. We're doing all that we can to bring folks into a great organization. So we encourage you to look at the jobs that we have posted, whether it be with law enforcement and commissioned policing, to corrections officers, or our civilian support staff. We have many, many civilian positions available here as well. So look us up. The information is online, or reach out to our recruitment division. They'll be glad to help you navigate through those waters. And a message to the community for those who are utilizing those Glock switches and plates for automatic weapon fire in our community. Just understand it's a federal firearms violation, and we will be coming for you. I want to say kudos to my criminal investigation division for the hard work they're doing in solving these cases day in and day out, as well as our SWAT team, gang unit, and narcotics unit for removing some of the most violent criminals from our community. Thank you for the good hard work that you do day in and day out.